So this mural is the Panama Canal in all its glory, juxtaposed with all of the Florida dredging that has happened. Not all of it, but some of the Florida dredging that has happened. And what you see in the mural is the north half of the mural is a different color and different shapes in the bottom because the water flow disturbed that ecosystem, broke it in two. The mammals in the north could no longer come to the south. Similarly, there are two oceans. On this side, you start with a chalk drawing on the left-hand side of the water. On the right side, you see it painted like a mola, and you see at the middle both bodies of water form one with both chalk and paint. So through the art itself, referencing cultural artifacts, referencing bodies of water, geographic shapes of Panama, overlaying it with Florida dredging, and trying to make some statements about water flow and biodiversity loss, I commemorate what happened 100 years ago and bring it to light in present-day Florida. Above us, we have an art piece made by fire. Below us, we have an art piece made by water. The idea is for these students to think of these water pieces before they go ahead and continue dredging across our state. The Panama Canal was a momentous achievement in human history. There was a lot of suffering that came along the way and many perished. But it was something that at the time was a world marvel. And as Floridians in present-day Gainesville had to reflect on that occasion, I wanted to connect it with what was happening in their lives today. And instead of focusing on the geopolitical or focusing on the actual engineering wonder that was at the day and time, I wanted to focus on the unintended consequences, right? Because these engineering students are going to be charged with dredging canals of their own here in Florida. And since the Panama Canal was dredged in 1914, Florida has dredged the equivalent of God knows how many Panama Canals, just as we have tried to manage water and manage resources. And what I wanted to have University of Florida students understand was the impact, the collective impact of all that dredging in Florida by comparing it to the Panama Canal. Because they know that the Panama Canal was big, but they don't know that all the cumulative dredging across all of Florida is bigger. And I wanted them to understand that over 100 years, we have done so much dredging in Florida. So here at a university that's going to give us the future engineers and artists that are going to address water shortage and sea level rise and water pollution and drought in Florida, I wanted them to think of something that happened a century ago as they plan for Florida in the century to come.